Louis, Janice, this is all around a state law that went into effect July 1st, and this specific law bans any type of street and pavement art related with social, political, and ideological messages. And one example is right here in Fort Lauderdale. Take a look right here. This is where city commissioners right now are reviewing this directive by the Florida Department of Transportation to see if this pride flag here on Sebastian Street has to be removed. If not, the city could lose state transportation funding.
Very disheartening and out of bounds, because why would you want to dull a community that's so vibrant?
I actually think it's kind of crazy that the street art will be considered distracting. I don't find it distracting at all. I actually think like the potholes and things like that are more distracting.
Distracting. That's one of the key words in this new state law. The Florida Department of Transportation released a statement the last day of June saying, quote, non-standard surface markings, signage, and signals that do not directly contribute to traffic safety or control can lead to distractions or misunderstandings, jeopardizing both driver and pedestrian safety. Wilton Manors Commissioner Chris Caputo says this policy is very concerning.
It really gives a sense of community. You know when you're in Wilton Manors because you see the Rainbow Bridge. I think of places like Orlando that has the Pulse Memorial Rainbow Crosswalk. For the people that lost their lives, 49 people lost their lives, this gives them something to honor those people. Now it's going to get painted over and become an unsafe crosswalk.
This crosswalk in Miami Beach could also be in question. Same with the ones in Key West. So far, there has been no indication what leaders in those cities plan to do with their street art. The rainbow colors on this intersection in Boynton Beach were just painted over by city workers, following this new threatening directive, leaving cities and towns without much of a choice.
It's really frustrating because it's essentially blackmail. They're saying that they're going to withhold funds that are critically needed funds that cities and municipalities couldn't keep roadways safe without unless you do this.
It brings a sense of a community in a time when we genuinely very much need that.
Now, here in Fort Lauderdale, a spokesperson for the city told me they are aware of the FDOT's memo and they're reviewing it to determine whether this pavement art that you're seeing right now is subject to this directive. Now, a spokesperson for the Florida Department of Transportation told me actually just a few hours ago, quote, they are performing an evaluation on facilities across the state right now. All of the people that I spoke to and I interviewed today told me this street art is not distracting, but important to communities. We're live in Fort Lauderdale. Hannah Yeshivi, Local 10 News.
Okay, Hannah, thank you.